late 5 Charlie X, cool. Wind 350 degrees, 18 knots, minimum 13, maximum 31 knots, 102, clear to land.
Clear to land, due to the count,
Juliet Tower moet behind traffic short van 102 via November, line up and right behind.
Wind 1 behind traffic short final runway 02 via November 2, line up and right behind, vertical 13 Juliet.
Approach runway 02, wind 350 degrees, 19 knots, maximum 31. From tower's perspective, no need to reduce further. You can maintain current speed if you wish.
Copy, all information is
Go 13 Juliet, wind 350 degrees, 14 knots, variable between 320 and 020 degrees, maximum 25 knots, 102, clear for takeoff, move.
runway 02, clear for takeoff, approach 13 Juliet.
Approach late 5 Charlie X, right 012, and Alpha 703 with the marshal. Delta 272, wind 350 degrees, 15 knots, minimum 11, maximum 29 knots, runway 02, clear to land.
72 clear to land, runway 02.
Wind check 330 degrees, 13 knots, and 190 knots, rolling 21.
Hi there, good morning Lisbon Airport, AirportWings channel. 11 degrees, A little bit cold, freezing wind, and a couple of clouds. Thanks for joining. Let's start the show. Bom dia, Aeroporto de Lisboa, AirportWings, estão 11 graus, vento gelado, algumas nuvens. Muito obrigado por estarem desse lado. Vamos dar início à live. Até já. Good morning, Andrew. How are you doing, my friend? Tangi, hello, good morning. How are you doing? Thanks for joining. 01 Magdi, good morning. How are you doing? Jorge, bom dia, bem-vindo, tudo bem? So quite windy today, again this morning. IMC, hello, good morning, thanks for joining. Sintra, nice, amazing.
You can maintain current speed, no problem from south perspective. Clear approach. Oscar 900, first one arm to the clear approach, runway 02, wind 350 degrees, 17 knots, maximum 27 knots. If you wish, you can maintain current speed, no problem. Break postal 640, wind 350 degrees.
Thank you, we have 11 degrees, it's in the upper right corner.
Clear for takeoff 02 at Portugal 640.
Portugal 1139, right uniform, ground 121.755, bom dia. Wind 350 degrees, 17 knots, minimum 10, maximum 27 knots, runway 02, clear to land.
Runway 02, clear to land, Portugal 475.
Behind traffic, short final runway 02 via Mike line up, right behind.
Traffic short fly, line up and wait behind runway 02 at Portugal 752, body obrigado.
752, can you say again please?
One up and wait behind the traffic short final runway 02, Portugal 752.
Nice done. Hello Festa. Yes, she did. Thanks for joining. How are you doing?
Portugal 752, wind 350 degrees, 18 knots, coming 02, clear for takeoff, traffic approaching 3 miles, full full.
Clear takeoff, connected to Portugal 752, rolling.
Portugal 475 right here from ground, Lisbon 755 here. 647, contact with the approach, connect 02, wind 350 degrees, 17 knots, maximum 27 Portugal 647 from tower side, you can maintain current speed if you wish, no problem. So 647, did you copy? If you wish, you can maintain a high speed at your discretion. Portugal 9004, wind 350 degrees, 17 knots, minimum 10, maximum 27 knots, 102, clear plan.
02, clear plan, Portugal 9004.
Portugal 82, we still go down with busiest, behind traffic short fun 102 via Mike lineup, right behind.
Traffic shot fun 102 via Mike lineup, right behind, that's all 822 whiskey.
So I'm trying my best here with the camera. Not easy with this wind. Feels like I'm inside the washing machine.
Late to whiskey, wind 350 degrees, 15 knots, maximum 26 knots, coming 02, clear for takeoff, full full.
Clear for takeoff, Portugal 822 whiskey, Toyota takeoff.
Process, Portugal 9004, right here from ground, Lisbon 755. Portugal 2967, bom dia, Lisboa Tower. Continue with 350 degrees, 16 knots, maximum 27 knots. From tower perspective, no need to reduce. If you wish, you can maintain a high speed approach, no problem.
Copy, Portugal 2967, runway 02.
Portugal 647, wind 350 degrees, 16 knots, minimum 11, maximum 27 knots, coming 02, clear plan.
Runway 02, clear plan, that's Elm. aviation traffic on short fine, Max 5, line up runway 02 behind the Alpine, fast and top of relax.
Pilot skill. You can clearly see the pilots fighting the wind. Really amazing.
Upline 57 public back, wind 350 degrees 15 knots, minimum 7, maximum 26 knots, runway 02, clear for takeoff on full.
Runway 02, clear for takeoff, Alpine, fast and top of relax.
647, right uniform ground, 11755 from the EA. Partial 296, wind 350 degrees 20 knots, runway 02, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 02, airport control 2967.
Partial 8, coming limits, boa tarde, muito bom dia, clear para runway 02, wind 350
Big one, final.
20 knots. From tower perspective, you can maintain a high speed.
Tower perspective, airport control 8-1, realignment finish approach connected.
Speed at your discretion. Pascal 34, Charles, boa tarde. Behind traffic, short final, runway 02 via Mike, line up and wait behind.
Behind 830 on short final, via Mike 5, line up and wait behind, runway 02, airport 34, Charles, wing for the end.
Beautiful, very nice landing. Alec, good morning, how are you doing?
Pascal 34, Charlie, wind 350 degrees 15 knots, maximum 26 knots, runway 02, clear for takeoff,
Clear for takeoff, runway 02, Portugal 34, Charlie.
Pascal 296, right uniform ground, 11755 from the EA. Portugal 8, Romeo Lima, wind 350 degrees 20 knots, runway 02, clear to land.
02, clear to land, Portugal 8, Romeo Lima.
2
Portugal 8, Busiest, Portugal 9 at 45 and Southwest Island, runway 02, 8 miles.
9 at 45, voltar muito positivo, approach runway 02, wind 350 degrees to north, continue.
Approach runway 02, Portugal 9 at 5.
And Air 3628 South, hello, behind terminal landing via Mike Planner Bridge.
Traffic and always almost behind van 368.
Car spotter, hello, good morning, thanks for joining. How are you doing?
Air 2628, wind 350 degrees, 13 knots, runway 02, clear for takeoff.
It's takeoff, runway 02, runner 3628, Madia.
Yeah, Portugal 8 Coming Lima, right uniform, ground 11755, bom dia. Portugal 9 at 45, wind 350 degrees, 18 knots, minimum 12, maximum 29 knots, runway 02, clear flight.
Wow, what a takeoff!
Five changes, 1 team, 15 approach. Behind traffic, short final runway 02, line up and right behind.
Forward, behind traffic, short final runway 02, line November 2, line up and wait behind that, so it's not follow. Check. 010 degrees, 22 knots.
Wow, nice floater. Hello, Jem and Lee, good morning, how are you doing?
The first 141, Lisbon tower, wind 350 degrees, 12 knots, gusting 23 knots, runway 02, cleared for takeoff.
Traffic off runway 02, start left follow.
Portugal 945, Lisbon tower, continue taxi to uniform 4, contact ground 121.755.
check 360 feet 17 knots, gusting to 9 knots. Departure 102, travel 270, stop.
Airportwings 4905 Yankee, wind 360 degrees, 17 knots, adjusting to 9 knots, runway 02, clear to land.
02, clear to land, Airportwings 4905 Yankee.
All good here, gently. Thank you so much.
Nine 3 Echo Mike, Lisbon Tower, behind the traffic now landing, runway 02, via Mike 5, line up and wait, behind. Behind landing traffic, line up and wait, runway 02, behind line 3. To 7 Uniform Zulu, wind shear warning.
The wind shear warning. Rimelo, bom dia, tudo bem?
Echo Mike, wind 350 degrees, 13 knots, gusting to 3 knots, runway 02, clear for takeoff. Clear for takeoff, runway 02, by 3 Echo Mike. Airportwings 4905 Yankee, continue taxi, uniform 4, contact ground 121.755. Tower 15 approach, check 360 degrees, 26 knots, wind shear warning. Portugal 27 Uniform Zulu, wind 360 degrees, 18 knots, runway 02, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 02, travel 27 Uniform Zulu.
Bird 509er, Lisbon Tower, behind traffic on short final runway 02, via Mike 5, line up and wait, behind.
Behind the landing traffic on short final via Mike 5, runway 02, line up and wait behind, speed 509.
Nicely done, amazing.
7509 at wind 360 degrees, 15 knots, runway 02, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff runway 02, speedbird 509.
Clear Portugal 27, uniform Zulu, continue taxi, uniform 4, contact ground 121, decimal 755. Lisbon Tower, continue approach, wind check 360 degrees, 15 knots, gusting to 6 knots, wind shear warning.
Continue approach,
Air Portugal 006, wind 360 degrees, 15 knots, gusting to 6 knots, runway 02, clear to land. Air Portugal 43, Papa Alpha, Lisbon Tower, behind traffic on short final runway 02, via November 2, line up and wait behind.
Yeah, and traffic on short final runway 02, line up and wait, fly November 2 behind Air Portugal 43, Papa Alpha 1 here.
Dia. Ainda não apanhei nenhum, mas eu não.
Por acaso vinha ali na ponte baixo da cama, porque buscar um amigo que vem nisto.
Ok.
E por acaso houve aí um EasyJet que eu fiquei com essa sensação. Como ele
Não.
pareceu-me mesmo.
Não bem, não sei, eu cheguei aqui, era um.
Portugal 43, Papa Alpha, wind 360 degrees, 14 knots, gusting to 4 knots, runway 02, clear for takeoff.
Alpha 02, Portugal 43,
Vá,
Papa Alpha
obrigado, tudo bem.
Air Portugal 006, continue taxi, uniform 4, contact ground 121, decimal 755. Romeo Town, Lisbon Town, continue approach, wind check 350 degrees, 15 knots, gusting to 6 knots, wind shear warning. Air Portugal 9er, Mike Lima, wind 360 degrees, 15 knots, gusting to 6 knots, runway 02, clear to land.
Runway 02, clear to land, Air Portugal 9er, Mike Lima.
Air Portugal 1356, Lisbon Tower, behind traffic on short final runway 02, via November 2, line up and wait behind.
Traffic short final runway 02, landing at and wait behind, and wait runway 02, Air Portugal 356, 40 up.
Very nice done. Really amazing. Quite windy. Well, it's not that much crosswind, but mostly headwind. So
1356, wind to 350 degrees, 15 knots. Runway 02, cleared for takeoff.
Takeoff runway 02, approach on 356, 1 over.
Airport Control 9, Mike Lima, continue taxi. Uniform 4, contact ground 121, decimal 755. Portugal 9 Romeo Hotel, wind to 350 degrees, 16 knots, gusting 26 knots, runway 02, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 02, 9 Romeo Hotel.
Airport Control 10 Mike Delta, Lisbon Tower, behind traffic on short final, runway 02, via Mike 5, line up and wait, behind.
Behind traffic, short final, runway 02, via Mike 5, line up and wait behind. Airport Control 10 Mike Delta.
Portugal 575, Lisbon Tower, continue approach, wind check 360 degrees, 13 knots, wind shear warning.
Amazing pilots.
Airport Control 10 Mike Delta, wind to 360 degrees, 15 knots, runway 02, clear for takeoff.
Runway 02, clear for takeoff, Airport Control 10 Mike Delta, até já.
Portugal 9 Romeo Hotel, continue taxi uniform 4, contact ground 121, decimal 755. Charlie via November 2, line up and wait, runway 02.
Line up and wait, runway 02, via November 2, Portugal 30 Bravo.
Up to Barcelona, beautiful city. baby bus 319.
Bravo Charlie with 360 degrees, 15 knots, runway 02, clear for takeoff.
Hello Terra Trade, good morning, how are you doing? Thanks for joining. Terra Trade, I'm going to remove that that comment of you because of that word, okay? No worries. Terra Trade, it's just because of YouTube doesn't like some words, and that's one of them.
Airport School 6 Lima X-ray, Lisbon Tower behind traffic on short final runway 02 via Mike 5, line up and wait behind. Up and wait behind 780 Hotel 6 Lima X-ray.
Hello Joss, good morning, how are you doing? Nice landing.
Portugal 6 Lima X-ray, wind 360 degrees, 14 knots, variable between 330 and 030 degrees, runway 02, clear for takeoff. Portugal 575, deputy taxi, uniform 4, contact ground 121.755.
All good here, Joss, thank you so much.
Going for 6 on the X-ray, Lisbon Tower, continue approach, check 350 degrees, 16 knots, wind shear warning. Portugal 1922, Lisbon Tower via Mike 5, line up and wait, running 02.
Mike 5, line up and wait 02 at Portugal 1922, sorry.
Jawad, hello, good morning, thanks for joining, how are you doing?
with 350 degrees, 15 knots, variable between 330 and 030 degrees, runway 02, cleared for takeoff.
For takeoff 02, airport Portugal United 22.
For 6 off X-ray, wind 360 degrees, 16 knots, runway 02, clear to land.
Runway 02, getting 40, that's fine, range.
Airport School 557 Hotel, Lisbon Tower, approach wind check 360 degrees, 16 knots.
And Joss, thank you so much. Joss bought me a coffee on Buy Me a Coffee. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Joss, for that coffee. We'll have that for sure after the live stream to heat my hands. They are freezing cold. Thank you so much, my friend. Big hug. Amazing support.
November wind 350 degrees, 14 knots, variable between 320 and 040 degrees, gusting 24 knots, runway 02, cleared for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 02, Portugal, 47.
United 64 Heavy, Lisbon Tower, continue approach, wind check 360 degrees, 11 knots.
You approach that 64 Heavy.
Airport School 557 Hotel, wind 350 degrees, 18 knots, runway is 02, clear to land.
Land runway 02, Airport School 557 Hotel.
Airport School 560, Lisbon Tower, behind traffic on short final runway 02 via Mike 5, line up and wait behind.
Yeah, fast on short final runway 02, line up and wait, runway 02 behind, Mike 5, Portugal 560.
Hello Sami, good morning, thanks for joining. How you doing? done.
Portugal 560, wind to 350 degrees, 16 knots, variable between 320 and 0.
Felipe, good morning. Thanks for joining. How are you doing?
It's for takeoff, runway 02, Portugal 560.
Portugal 557, look out for TV taxi, uniform for contact ground 1 and 1759.
For 4, 1,
tower, continue approach, wind check 360 degrees, 11 knots.
Yes, Russell. Yes, over.
Added 64, wind 360 degrees, 14 knots, gusting 26 knots, runway 02, clear to land.
02, clear to land, United 64 F.
Portugal 30 Bravo Sierra, heavy, Lisbon Tower, behind traffic on short final runway 02, via Mike 5, line up and wait behind.
Behind traffic on short final runway 02 via Mike 5, line up and wait behind Portugal 30 Bravo Sierra, heavy, van hier.
So, United 787. Enter truck. Maria Pen, good morning, bom dia, beijinho, tudo bem?
Control 30 Bravo Sierra, wind 350 degrees, 16 knots, variable between 320 and 040 degrees, gusting 26 knots, runway 02, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 02, cleared for takeoff, Portugal 30 Bravo Sierra.
United 64, continue taxi, uniform 4, contact ground 1 and 1759.
Tango Bravo, Bonnie established on United runway 02.
Alpine 64, Tango Bravo, Lisbon Tower, continue approach, wind check 350 degrees, 17 knots.
Continue approach, copy Alpine 64, Tango Bravo.
Subsea 79er, Yankee Papa, revised QNH 1019er. Break wind 360 degrees, 18 knots, variable between 320 and 020 degrees, runway 02, clear to land.
QNH 1019er and clear to land runway 02, subsea 79er, Yankee Papa.
Alpine 64 Tango Bravo, revised QNH 1019.
QNH 1019, Alpine 64 Tango Bravo.
Beautiful.
American 258, ILS 010.
American 258, heavy Lisbon Tower, continue approach, wind check 360 degrees 18 knots, QNH 1019.
1019.
Lisbon Tower, good morning air traffic
Alpine
controllers.
64 Tango Bravo.
Amazing job as always. Much respect for you guys.
0 degrees, runway 02, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 02, Alpine 64 Tango Bravo.
Top 379er, Yankee Papa, continue taxi, uniform 4, contact ground 121.755.
The Paladin, hello, good morning. Thanks for joining, how you doing?
Alpha Bravo, Lisbon Tower, advise when ready.
Ready for call 7 Alpha 1, bom dia.
Control 7 Alpha Bravo, we have the traffic now landing runway 02 via Mike 5, line up and wait behind.
Landing traffic on landing on short final runway 02, line up behind us, call 7 Alpha 1.
All good here, Paladin. All good here. Thank you so much. It's very early.
Portugal 7 Alpha Bravo, wind 350 degrees 14 knots, variable between 320 and 020 degrees, gusting 26 knots, runway 02, clear for takeoff.
Takeoff, gente, Portugal 7 Alpha Bravo, bom dia, muito obrigado, bom trabalho, até a próxima.
Alpine 64 Tango Bravo, continue taxi, uniform 4, contact ground 121.755. 258, wind 350 degrees, 19 knots, variable between 320 and 020 degrees, runway 02, cleared to land.
Cleared land, runway 02, American 258.
Nice reverse sound.
American 258, continue taxi uniform 4, contact ground 121.755.
121.755 and call speed variation plus minus 5 on final American.
Copy the information, thank you.
Daniel, hello, good morning. Thanks for joining. How are you doing?
Portugal 1939er, wind 350 degrees, 18 knots, runway 02, clear to land.
02, clear to land, Portugal.
Yes, the Paladin indeed, very early or very late. Wow, what a landing!
Portugal 56 Delta Papa, Lisbon Tower, continue approach, wind check 350 degrees, 28 knots.
That was clearly pilot fighting the wind.
3 Golf Lima, wind 350 degrees, 25 knots, runway 02, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 02, left.
Portugal 1939er, continue taxi uniform 4, contact ground 121.755. Portugal 1859er, release Blue Tower, air traffic on short final runway 02, be November 2, line up and wait behind. Monday here, Star 1859, every hand left, runway 02, line up and right, runway 02 behind, Airport School 195.
Hello Christian, good morning, thanks for joining. How are you doing? Hang on. Indeed, Christian, so true. Best moderator, Andrew.
1859, that'll be 350 degrees, 20 knots, variable between 320 and 020 degrees, runway 02, clear for takeoff.
João, bom dia, bem-vindo, bom domingo. Muito obrigado. João, thank you so much. Have a great day.
Uniform 4, contact ground 121.755.
Yes, the Paladin it is.
Air Canada 812 Heavy, Lisbon Tower, continue approach, wind check 360 degrees, 17 knots.
I feel like I'm inside the washing machine.
Portugal 56 knots per mile, wind 350 degrees, 20 knots, gust 32 knots, runway 02, clear to land. Runway 02 Portugal, fast 6 knots. Portugal 552 November, Lisbon Tower, behind traffic on short final runway 02, via Mike 5, line up and wait behind.
Behind traffic on short final runway 02 inside, line up and wait runway 02 by Mike 5, behind traffic on 55.
Christian, good morning once again and thank you so much. Welcome to AirportWings family. Amazing support. Thank you.
Portugal 552 November, wind 350 degrees, 17 knots, gusting 28 knots, runway 02, clear for takeoff.
02 clear for takeoff, everything on 55.
Portugal 56 Alpha Mike, obtaining taxi via Uniform 4, contact ground 121.755. 55 Whiskey Hotel, Lisbon Tower, continue approach, wind check 350 degrees, 19 knots, gusting 32 knots. Canada 812, wind 350 degrees, 19 knots, gusting 32 knots. Runway 02, clear to land.
Gust 32.
Airport Control 5, Delta Lima, Lisbon Tower, behind traffic control, final runway 02, VN 112, line up and wait behind.
Luis Rato, thank you so much. Good morning and welcome.
Control 5, Delta Lima, Lisbon Tower. 5 Delta Lima, confirm,
Big point, final 330.
Control 5, Delta Lima, Lisbon Tower. Correction, line 6. Behind traffic now, landing runway 02 via Mike 5, line up and right behind.
What an early touchdown! Almost was that the number touchdown? Wow, amazing! Thank you, Christian. Amazing support. Thank you so much, my friend.
Airport Control 5, Delta Lima, wind 350 degrees, 16 knots, gusting 28 knots. Runway 02, clear for takeoff. Air Canada 812, continue taxi uniform 4, contact ground 11755. 1755. Canada comes to confirm 4. Doing 66 Lima, Lisbon Tower, continue approach, wind check 350 degrees, 20 knots, gusting 32 knots. Hello, 55 with Hotel, wind 350 degrees, 20 knots, gusting 32 knots, runway 02, clear to land. Airport Control 70 Yankee Sierra, Lisbon Tower, behind traffic control, final runway 02 via Mike 5, line up and wait behind.
Behind traffic control, final via Mike 5, running 02, line up and wait behind Airport Control 70 Yankee Sierra, Laverne.
70 Yankee Sierra, wind 350 degrees, 16 knots, gusting to 8 knots. Runway 02, clear for takeoff.
Runway 02, clear for takeoff, airport 70 Yankee Sierra.
Control 55, Whiskey Hotel, City Taxi, uniform 4, contact ground 1217755. Runway 02, clear to land. Runway 02, Portugal 757 Papa, Lisbon Tower, continue approach, wind check 350 degrees.
Wow, what a rocket takeoff! Amazing.
Final, line up and wait, runway 02 behind, takeoff 400.
Andrew, how's the weather today? So thank you for the 100 likes. Helps a lot, thank you.
1 minor knots, variable 320 and 020 degrees, runway 02, clear for takeoff. Doing 66 Lima, continue taxi, uniform 4, contact ground 1217755. Variable between 320 and 020 degrees, runway 02, clear to land. Runway 02, go 757.
Holy moly!
Portugal 49 Lima, Lisbon Tower behind, final runway 02, via Mike 5, line up and wait behind. What do you have behind the traffic? So final runway 02, line up and wait, runway 02, Mike 5 behind, that's going 49.
Mark and Demon, hello, good morning, thanks for joining.
1 knot, runway 02, clear for takeoff.
Yeah, runway 02, clear for takeoff. That's
variable between 320 and 020 degrees, maximum 31 knots, runway 02, clear to land.
Hello Barbara, good morning, how are you doing?
Alpha Tango, Southeast Island, 0279.
Runway 8 Alpha Tango, Lisbon Tower, hello, to approach runway 02, wind 360 degrees, 18 knots, maximum 31 knots.
Senior runway 8 Alpha Tango.
Flight 32, Lisbon Tower, Mondia, behind traffic on short final, runway 02, via November, line up and wait behind.
Behind traffic, short final, runway 02, via November 2, line up and wait behind, Portal 32, Alameda.
Flight 32, wind 350 degrees, 19 knots, maximum 30 knots, runway 02.
Clear for takeoff, runway 02, Portal 32.
Go 53 at India, continue the uniform for contact ground 11.75. At 8 Alpha Tango, reduce your minimum approach speed.
Minimum runway Alpha Tango.
At 8 Alpha Tango, wind 360 degrees, 21 knots, maximum 31 knots, runway 02, clear land.
Clear to land, 02 runway 8 Alpha Tango.
Portugal 675, Lisbon Tower, bom dia, continue approach runway 02, wind 360 degrees, 22 knots. Transporters 131, Lisbon Tower, bom dia, behind traffic on short final, runway 02, via November, line up and wait behind.
Bom dia, behind landing traffic, line up on wait behind from November 2, Source 131.
done. Ryanair.
Runway 02, cleared for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 02, and 131.
Ryanair 8 Alpha 10, continue right on uniform 4, contact ground 11.755. Uniform 4. So 675, 350 degrees, 23 knots, runway 02, clear land.
02, clear to land, let's go 675.
Oscar 94 Lima Golf, Lisbon Tower, bom dia. Behind traffic on short final, runway 02, via Mike, line up and wait behind.
Bom dia, behind traffic on short final, via Mike, line up and wait behind, Portugal 94 Lima Golf.
So 443 Lisbon Tower, olá, bom dia. Approach runway 02, 360. From 94 Lima Golf, wind 350 degrees, 21 knots, runway 02, cleared for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 02, Portugal 94 Lima Golf.
So 675, continue via uniform 4, contact ground 11.755.
Good morning, everybody. Thanks for joining. Welcome to Crazy Lisbon Airport, non-stop action. My name is Jose, I'm your host.
Portugal 443, wind 350 degrees, 19 knots, maximum 30 knots, runway 02, clear land.
102 Portugal, 443.
Portugal 072, Lisboa Tower, bom dia, canting approach runway 02, wind 350 degrees 19 knots, maximum 30 knots.
Paulo, bom dia, bem-vindo, bom domingo. Okay, Paulo, nice.
Delta, Lisbon Tower, hello, approach runway 02, wind 360 degrees 19 knots, maximum 30 knots. Portugal 072, wind 360 degrees 19 knots, maximum 30 knots, runway 02, clear to land. So 443, continue via uniform 4, contact ground 121-755.
Stop. It's on final, big boy 330. Nice, what a landing, what a touchdown. Angelo, bom dia, good morning, bom domingo. Frank Daddy, indeed.
Easy 25 Mike Delta, wind 360 degrees, 18 knots, runway 02, clear plan. From 072, continue uniform first, contact ground 11.755.
So don't forget to leave the like, that helps a lot. Yes, Paulo, maybe, but TikTok, yes, 1 or 2 times I made a live stream for a couple of minutes.
That's 1452, still not ready?
We are ready, Portugal 1452.
That's 1452, behind traffic on short final, runway 02, via November, line up and wait behind.
And traffic on short final, runway 02, via November, line up and wait behind Portugal 1452.
Yes, Angelo, this is a surprise live stream, yes. Was not scheduled.
Fox 145, 360 degrees, 12 knots, maximum 27 knots, runway 02, cleared for takeoff.
Up to Marrakesh.
02, clear for
Beautiful
Portugal
Marrakesh.
145. Obrigado.
With all the souks. Really amazing.
325 Mike Delta, continue uniform for contact ground 11.755. From 9 and 3, Zulu Romeo, Lisbon Tower, bom dia, via Mike, runway 02, line up and wait.
Via Mike, line up and wait, Portugal 903 Zulu Romeo.
Hello, Bean Heel.
From 9 and 3, Zulu Romeo.
Good morning, thanks for joining. How are you doing?
5 knots, maximum
Happy Sunday.
27 knots, runway 02, cleared for takeoff.
For takeoff on 902, Portugal 903 Zulu Romeo.
Air 4, Zulu Foxtrot Lisboa Tower, hello. Can you approach runway 02, wind 360 degrees, 19 knots?
Andrew, I'm fine. Just hands are freezing, but I will have that coffee that Joss gifted. After the live stream, I will have that coffee for sure to get my hands warmer. So everything is okay. Nice day here. Bruno, brav papa, good morning. Happy Sunday, how are you doing? Abraço amigo, como é que isso vai? José Luís, good morning, how are you doing? Thank you so much. Pedro Silva, bom dia, tudo bem?
6 Mike Sierra, wind 350 degrees, 16 knots, runway 02, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 02, clear for takeoff, Portugal 6 Mike Sierra.
Let's go, top to Amsterdam.
Air 4 Zulu Foxtrot, wind 360 degrees, 20 knots, runway 02, clear flat.
Runway 02, Ryanair 42 Foxtrot.
Lisboa Tower, bom dia. Approach runway 02, wind 350 degrees, 22 knots. Foxtrot 92 Victor Charlie, confirm ready?
Firm, bom dia.
Foxtrot 92 Victor Charlie, behind traffic on short final, runway 02 via Mike, line up and wait.
Traffic on short final via Mike 5, runway 02, line up and wait behind Portugal, 92 Victor Charlie.
That Ryanair pilot was clearly fighting the wind. No, actually it was a very nice landing. Yeah.
United to Victor Charlie with 350 degrees, 15 knots, runway 02, cleared for takeoff.
For takeoff 02, approach runway 2 Charlie, we got on the right.
Uniform cross attack runway 175. So 036, wind 350 degrees to 1 knots, runway 02, cleared left.
Cleared left, runway Portugal. Please moving to Portugal 3178 for Sunrise,
Portugal 3178, Lisbon Tower, olá, bom dia, can you approach runway 02, wind 350 degrees to 2 knots.
Really very windy. On final 330. Degrees, 19 knots, maximum 29 knots, runway 02, cleared left.
Runway 02, cleared left, Portugal 317.
So 036, continue via uniform force, contact to ground 121.755.
From 4, ground 11755, so 036, Naviga.
55 Alpha Lisbon Tower, bom dia, behind traffic on short final runway 02 via Mike line up and wait behind.
Yeah, Mike, please line up and wait behind. Traffic control final. 1550.
So another 3:30 on final, and after that I will say thank you to Mr. Donor. He did it again on PayPal. Mr. Donor, good morning and thank you so much once again for your kind support on PayPal. Amazing support, my friend. Thank you. Wow. Big hug. Thank you. Means a lot to me. You know it. Thank you. 2 thumbs up.
Degrees, 15 knots, runway 02, cleared for takeoff.
Takeoff 02, yeah, 155.
Copy 178, CBU experience Benedict here on final. Okay, 178, for the course, contact ground 11.755.
Give me a second, my route of hell.
1541, Lisbon Tower, Bondia via Mike, runway 02, line up and wait.
Bondia via Mike, line up and wait, runway 02, Portugal 1541.
So, sorry, my router fell. Just replaced it. Yes, Leah's at the spa this weekend, so no Leah available.
Wind 340 degrees, 17 knots, runway 02, cleared for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 02, Portugal 541.
Hello and welcome to AirportWings. We bring you the best action of Lisbon Airport. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share. Hit the bell icon to be notified if future live streams. Thank you for watching and enjoy the show.
187, still far away. It's still too far away.
7 Lima Golf 350 degrees, 20 knots, runway 02, clear plan.
There he is!
Hi. If you enjoy watching our channel, please consider showing your support by donating via Super Chat, PayPal, or Buy Me a Coffee. Your generosity is greatly appreciated and will help us keep the channel running. Thank you.
Hello man, good morning, how you doing? Etihad is passing the river right now. Crab approach.
Portugal 088, Lisbon Tower, olá, bom dia. Can approach runway 02, 350 degrees, 19 knots, maximum 29 knots. Traffic on short final, runway 02, via November, line up and wait behind.
Via traffic on short final, runway 02, base number 2, clear for line up and wait behind, temperature 1436.
Your medium approach speed.
787, go round. Yeah. What a sound! Did you hear the sound? Wow. That was awesome.
Go contact Lisbon approach 119.105.
Wow, car spotter, amazing, yeah. What a sound, wow.
Portugal 1436, wind 350 degrees 15 knots, maximum 26 knots, runway 02, cleared for takeoff.
For takeoff 02, Portugal 1436, Lisbon, Monterey.
Portugal 088, wind 350 degrees 17 knots, maximum 31 knots, runway 02, clear to land.
Runway 02, Portugal.
956 Hotel Wolf, Lisbon Tower, hello, behind traffic on short final, runway 02, via mic, line up and waiting.
556 Hotel Golf, we need another minute for the camp to be ready.
Alpine 56 Hotel Wolf, cancel line up, runway 02.
56 Hotel Golf, we are ready for departure now.
Fine 56 Hotel Golf, behind traffic on short final, runway 02, line up and wait behind, via mic.
56 Hotel Golf, behind the traffic on short final, line up via mic 5 and wait behind.
Nice, 330 landing.
Alpine 56 Hotel Golf, wind 350 degrees 16 knots, runway 02, clear.
Oh, the Paladin, really? The first go around live? Amazing.
Portugal 088, continue uniform for contact ground 11.759. And the 360 was our hello, runway 02, 650 degrees 17 knots, maximum 31 knots. Papa Delta wind 350 degrees 17 knots, maximum 31 knots, runway 02, clear wind.
66 Papa Delta.
Barcelona 94, Lisbon Tower, bom dia, behind traffic on short final, runway 02, via mic, line up and wait.
Behind the traffic on short final, via mic, line up and wait behind runway 02, Portugal 194.
Eu estava ali a comprar os pastéis de nata ali na Avenida Rio de Janeiro e vejo assim e eu disse para a minha mulher assim, para aquele avião borgou e então a gente foi ver no flight radar, não sei se está a gravar, desculpe.
Está em direto.
Ai, desculpe.
Não tem problema.
Porque eles hoje isto com o vento
está um bocadinho agreste para
o
eles.
meu filho também está, só lhe falta mesmo fazer a prova final para piloto e eu preciso também um bocado disso.
Muito bem.
Então, isto hoje está terrível para eles. Mas esses detalhes já brincam.
tudo bem.
Então quer dizer, você gravou mesmo isso?
Sim.
Então qual é que é o site para eu ver?
Esse está aí na... Eu já lhe dou um cartãozinho, espera aí.
É? O meu filho deve saber isso, mas pronto.
Força.
Então consigo ver a esta hora, não é? Portanto, vamos para trás.
Sim, exatamente. Mete esta hora. É para aí, 9h35. É.
3616, reduce your minimum approach.
Você está a ouvir aí toda a comunicação deles.
1924, wind 350 degrees 12 knots, maximum 23 knots, runway 02, cleared for takeoff.
For takeoff, runway 02, Portugal 1924.
Now 3616, reduce your minimum approach. Nose 3616, wind 360 degrees 18 knots, maximum 31 knots, runway 02, cleared land. Portugal 3831, Lisbon Tower, bom dia, behind traffic on short final, runway 02, via Mike, line up and wait.
Behind traffic on short final, via Mike, line up runway 02, behind Portugal 3831, bom dia. Tower, muito bom, Portugal,
210 Lisbon Tower, olá, bom dia, aqui approach runway 02, 360 degrees 19 knots, maximum 31 knots.
Yes, Angelo, that would be nice. Hello Jenny, my love, good morning, kiss kiss, how you doing?
3831, wind 360 degrees, 15 knots, variable between 310 and 020 degrees, runway 02, cleared for takeoff.
Clear takeoff 02, Portugal.
For takeoff, and the 330 is also already on final.
Continue via uniform 4 and contact ground 11.755. Runway 02, 350 degrees, 18 knots. Code 210, wind 350 degrees, 16 knots, maximum 29 knots, runway 02, clear land.
Land runway 02 with Portugal 21, 0 heavy.
When 735 Lisbon Tower, 1 here behind traffic on short final, runway 02, via Mike, line up and wait behind.
Mike 5, line up behind Portugal 175.
Echo 1735, wind 350 degrees, 13 knots, runway 02, cleared for takeoff.
For takeoff and 2, Portugal 25.
Portugal 210, continue uniform 4, contact ground 11.755.
Uniform 4, ground 1755, gas 40,
wind 350 degrees, 12 knots, maximum 29 knots,
Laura
runway
Filan, bom dia,
02,
tudo bem?
clear.
Como é que isso vai?
Etihad 7 Lima Golf, hello again. Continue approach runway 02, wind 350 degrees,
So
13
this is
knots,
TAP
maximum
330
29
and
knots.
Etihad will follow.
Hello, time traffic on short final runway 02, via Mike line up in waiting time.
High traffic on short final via Mike 5, line up on runway 02 high. Dealing 1 Hotel Romeo. Obrigado.
Pedro, como é que isso vai?
Calling 1 Hotel Romeo, be ready for immediate departure.
Ângelo Costa, bom dia, bem-vindo, bom domingo.
Calling 1 Hotel Romeo, wind 360 degrees, 14 knots, runway 02, please for immediate takeoff.
For immediate takeoff, runway 102, warning 1.
South 244 continues uniform and contact ground 1.755.
So Etihad on final, second attempt.
40 degrees, 19 knots, maximum 29, runway 02, clear plan. Epsilon 5 Lima Delta, behind traffic, short final via November, line up and wait behind, bom dia.
Behind line of traffic, line up and behind runway 02, Portugal 15 Lima Delta.
Calling 650, Papa 9 mile final, island 30. East 50, Papa, continue approach, wind 340 degrees, 19 knots, maximum 29. Continue approach, 650, Papa.
Obrigado, bom dia, fique bem. Wonderful landing, second attempt, nailed it. Joel, good morning, bom dia.
Epsilon 15 Lima Delta, wind 350 degrees, 13 knots, variable between 310 and 040, runway 02, clear for takeoff. Takeoff runway 02, Portugal 15 Lima Delta, see you again. ATR 7 Lima Golf, continues uniform, contact ground 11755. Papa, wind 350 degrees, 18 knots, runway 02, clear plan.
That's line number 02, prepare 50 Papa.
Airportugal 1901, bom dia, behind traffic short final via November, line up and wait behind.
Behind traffic short final via November 2, line up and wait behind Airportugal 1901, bom dia.
Indeed, car spotter, very nice landing.
Wind 350 degrees, 18 knots, runway 02, clear to land.
Yes, one runway 02, Portugal 1921.
Airportugal 234 Yankee, bom dia, continue approach, wind 350 degrees, 18 knots. Ryanair 7 uniform Yankee, behind traffic short final via Mike 5, line up and wait behind.
Not enough runway 02 behind the last in traffic inside Ryanair 7 uniform Yankee.
I think wind is getting worse, it's picking up.
350 degrees, 17 knots, runway 02, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 02, and 7 units for Yankee.
Let's go 1 and 2 1, contact ground 11755.
To hold the tripod.
Continue approach, wind 350 degrees, 17 knots, maximum 7. Left 234 Yankee, wind 350 degrees, 17 knots, maximum 7, runway 02, clear plus. Stop 363 Bravo, Delta, the traffic short final via November, line up and wait behind.
Loading traffic on short final inside, we line up runway 02 via November 2 behind top 363 Bravo Delta.
Hello Meng, good morning again, and thank you so much, 2 months member, amazing support, thank you Meng, big hug.
Bravo Delta, wind 350 degrees, 18 knots, variable between 310 and 030, runway 02, clear for takeoff.
02, clear for takeoff, top 363 Bravo Delta.
Aircraft 234 Yankee, contact ground 11755. Continue approach, wind 360 degrees, 21 knots. Turkish 3 Whiskey Echo, wind 360 degrees, 21 knots, variable between 320 and 020, runway 02, clear plan.
Runway 02, Turkish 3 Whiskey Echo.
Bravo 101, identify departing from Algiers, clear to the bridge, back to Algiers,
Turkish on final.
water 500 feet, QNH 1019.
So place your bets.
01, maintain on separation from traffic on final. Shamrock 82 tank traffic information, helicopter at your 9 o'clock, 2 miles over the river, no factor. Roger, thank you, Shamrock 82 Tango.
Bratislava for Sierra Victor, behind traffic short final via Mike, line up and wait behind.
Bearing the traffic and short final via Mike, we line up 02 and wait behind for Soleil 24 directement.
Nice Turkish.
3 Whiskey Echo, expedite out of 4.
Bom dia Sérgio, tudo bem? Abraço amigo, como é que isso vai? Bom domingo. No, only one go round until now. Abílio, bom dia, bem-vindo, tudo bem?
Continue approach, traffic information helicopter at your 12 o'clock over the river, approaching the bridge, no effect.
Copy.
Shamrock 82 Tango, wind 350 degrees, 18 knots, maximum 30, runway 02, clear plan.
Airlines 02, Shamrock 82 Tango.
Air Portugal 26 Tango Sierra, bom dia, behind traffic short final, via Mike, line up and wait behind.
Traffic on short final running 02, line up behind at Mike 5, Air Portugal 26 Tango Sierra. Bom dia. Air Portugal 26 Tango Sierra, wind 350 degrees, 18 knots, variable between 320 and 020, runway 02, please for takeoff. Takeoff runway 02, Portugal 26 Sierra.
Shamrock 82 Tango, contact ground 121.755.
121.755,
wind 360 degrees, 17 knots, maximum 30, runway 02, clear plan.
02, clear plan,
United
942, it's on the ILS 06. United 942, continue approach, wind 360, 18 knots, gusting 30. Now 1687,
Gust 30.
traffic short final via Mike line up and wait behind. Behind the traffic short final 02 via Mike line up and wait behind, Porsche 1687. Roger, call me on the ground, Sega. Wind 360 degrees, 16 knots, maximum 27, runway 02, clear for takeoff. Clear for takeoff, runway 02, Porsche 1687. Alpine 7690, contact ground 12755. United 942, wind 360 degrees, 22 knots, runway 02, clear plan. Atlanta 06, 940. Airlines 66 Lima, behind traffic short final, via Mike 5, line up and wait behind.
And any traffic, line up via Mike 5 and wait behind,
United 777.
Easy 46 Alpha 2, continue approach, wind 360 degrees, 22 knots.
Really nice.
Yeah. 66 Lima, wind 360 degrees, 15 knots, maximum 27, runway 02, clear for takeoff.
Runway 05, 02, clear for takeoff, Join 661.
United 942, uniform 4, contact ground 1755.
1755, uniform 4, United 942.
About 16 Lima, continue approach, wind 350 degrees, 18 knots. Easy 46 Alpha Kilo, wind 360 degrees, 17 knots, maximum 27, runway 02, clear to land.
Window 6, let's run these 46 Alpha Kilo.
Angola 651, bom dia, via traffic short final, via Mike, line up and wait behind.
Yes, traffic on short final via Mike, line up and wait behind, Angola 651.
João Novo, bom dia, bom domingo, tudo bem? Sergio, it was a little bit before touchdown.
Five one wind 010, 16 knots, maximum 28, runway 02, push for immediate takeoff.
For immediate takeoff, runway 02, Angola 651.
Easy 46 Alpha Kilo, uniform 4, contact ground 1755.
Ground 1755.
Delta 124, continue approach, wind 010 degrees, 22 knots. Delta 16 Lima, clear to land, runway 02, wind 360, 22 knots.
Land runway 216, correction, clear, land runway 02, approach 216.
Airport 527, bom dia, behind traffic short final, via November, line up and wait behind.
And traffic short final, runway 02 via November 2, line up and wait behind, Airport 1527.
Wi-Fi departing from Algés, clear to the bridge and back to Algés, 500 feet over the water, QNH 1019. 102, maintain on separation from traffic on final. Wind 360 degrees, 16 knots, connection on 28, runway 02, clear for takeoff.
For takeoff, runway 02, Amsterdam 1527.
Scout 16 Lima, contact ground 1.755 indeed. Delta 124, wind 010 degrees, 23 knots, variable between 330 and 030, runway 02, clear plus.
Land runway 2, Delta 124.
Behind traffic, short final, line up and wait behind.
Behind the Delta on short final, line up and wait behind gate 147.
Bom dia. Continue approach, traffic information, helicopters 12 o'clock over the river, no factors for air approach.
What an amazing landing. And another big boy 777, Latam. Flying to São Paulo, Brazil, let's go.
Stand by. Wait 147, wind 360 degrees, 22 knots, runway 02, clear for takeoff.
Laser 2, clear for takeoff, time 8147 half.
Delta 124, continuing for port, contact ground 11755.
Form 4 and 14755.
Capital 1 Lima Hotel, bom dia, continue approach, wind 010 degrees, 20 knots, traffic information, helicopters 12 o'clock, 500 feet over the river, no factors. Airportugal 012, wind 010 degrees, 21 knots, runway 02, clear plans. Easy 17 Whiskey Mike, behind traffic, short final, 5 November, line up and wait behind.
Copy that. Behind the landing traffic, November 2, line up and wait behind. Easy 17 Whiskey Mike.
Yeah, it was a long takeoff roll. Wow. So good morning. Thanks for joining here at Crazy Lisbon Airport, AirportWings channel. My name is Jose, I'm your host. Thanks for joining.
Easy 17 Whiskey Mike, wind 010 degrees, 16 knots, maximum 31, runway 02, clear for takeoff.
Clear takeoff, runway 02, easy 17 Whiskey Mike.
Airportugal 012, contact ground 11755. Airportugal 13 Lima Hotel, continue approach, QNH 1020. And at Whiskey Delta, continue approach, new QNH 1020. Calibrar 102. Lima Hotel, wind 010 degrees, 21 knots, runway 02, clear plans.
Land runway 02, approach Lima Hotel.
Air Transat 481, revise QNH 1020. Air Transat 481, QNH 1020.
Sorry, Transat 481.
That's 481, new QNH 1020.
1020, Transat 481.
Ryanair 3 Whiskey Delta, wind 360 degrees, 22 knots, runway 02, clear plans. Airportugal 13 Lima Hotel, contact ground 11755. Airportugal 13 Lima Hotel, contact ground 11755. Transat 481, behind traffic, short final, 5 November, line up and wait behind.
Banning traffic, line up runway 02 behind Air Transat 481.
AG79 Romeo Victor, continue approach, runway 02, wind 35020 knots.
Bom dia, Portugal 13 Lima Hotel.
21 tower, contact ground.
Beautiful Air Transat 330.
Air Transat 481, wind 350 degrees, 18 knots, maximum 31, runway 02, clear for takeoff.
We take off, runway 02 Air Transat 481.
Skynet Whiskey Delta, contact ground 11755.
Muito bom dia, Europa 1153, 10 miles, full stop.
Europa 1153, continue approach, wind 350, 15 knots.
Approach Europa 153.
AG79 Romeo Victor, wind 350 degrees, 15 knots, maximum 29, runway 02, clear to land. Airport 16 Alpha Lima, behind traffic, short final via Mike 5, line up and wait behind.
Traffic on short final via Mike, line up and wait behind. Airport 16 Alpha Lima.
Air Transat 481, we're switching to departure.
Roger, 119105, bye-bye.
19105, Air Transat 481, bye-bye.
Identify departing from Algés, clear through the bridge and back to Algés, 500 feet over the water, QNH 1020.
Lima, wind 010 degrees, 20 knots, runway 02, clear for takeoff.
For takeoff, runway 02, Airport 6, Alpha Lima.
Calibrate 103, correction, 103 and maintain on separation from traffic on panel. Easy 79 copy Victor, contact ground 11755. Continue approach, wind 360, 16 knots. Europa 1153, wind 360 degrees, 16 knots, maximum 27, runway 02, clear plan.
This is on runway 02, Europa 150.
And at 27, Sierra Tank, via traffic short final, line up and wait behind.
The traffic is short final, line up and wait behind, Ryanair 27 Sierra Tank.
Airport 11 Mike Golf, traffic information, helicopter 11 o'clock, 500 feet over the river, no factor.
Copy the traffic,
So don't forget to hit the like button, that helps a lot the channel. Thank you so much.
And at 27 Sierra Tank, wind 360 degrees, 16 knots, maximum 29 knots, runway 02, clear for takeoff.
Copy the runway 02, Ryanair 27 Sierra Tank.
Europa 1153, contact ground 11755.
2155 Europa 150.
Foxtrot Victor, continue approach, wind 350 degrees, 16 knots, maximum 26.
Okay,
Airport 11 Mike Golf, wind 350 degrees, 17 knots, runway 02, clear plan.
Runway 02, clear plan, Airport 11 Michael.
Easy 31 Foxtrot Victor, traffic information, helicopter 12 o'clock, 4 miles over the river, no factor. Behind traffic short final via November, line up and wait behind.
And traffic on short final line up and wait runway 2, Delta 273 behind.
knots, maximum 29, runway 02, clear for takeoff.
02 clear for takeoff, Delta 273.
Airportwings 11 Mike Wolf, contact ground 11755, good evening. Airportwings 11 Mike Wolf, contact ground 11755. Foxtrot Victor, wind 340 degrees, 17 knots, runway 02, clear plan.
Runway 02, clear plan, 0 push Victor.
Airportal 432, bom dia, behind traffic short final, via Mike, line up and wait behind.
Behind traffic on short final, line up and wait behind via Mike 5, Portugal 432, bom dia.
Bravo 103, Roger, call me on the ground, até já.
Hello Vladimir, good morning. Thanks for joining.
Wind 350 degrees, 11 knots, maximum 28, runway 02, clear for takeoff.
For takeoff, runway 02, takeoff 432.
EC31 Foxtrot Victor, contact ground 11755.
11755.
Portugal 20 for Alpha, wind 350 degrees, 22 knots, variable between 320 and 020, runway 02, clear plan.
That's land 02, Portugal 20 for Alpha.
Azul 8751, bom dia, behind traffic short final, line up and wait behind.
Behind traffic, short final, line up and wait behind, Azul 8751, bom dia. Zulu Tower, look 45, good day, runway 02.
Lot 45, continue approach, wind 350 degrees, 22 knots.
you. Always nice to live stream for you guys. Thank you.
13 knots, maximum 24, runway 02, please for takeoff.
02, clear for takeoff, flight 28751, obrigado,
Airportwings 04, Alpha, contact ground, 11755. Wind 350 degrees, 23 knots, runway 02, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 02, 145.
Airportwings 103, bom dia, advice ready. Contact ground 11755.
Ground 11755,
Aircraft 682 so far, wind 350 degrees, 19 knots, maximum 30 knots, runway 02, clear to land.
runway 02, Airportwings 682 so far.
Bom dia, continue approach, wind 350 degrees, 18 knots, maximum 30. 350, 18 knots, maximum 30. 103, Roger, I'll call you back. Star 6828 Papa, contact ground 11755. Star 1923, wind 350 degrees, 20 knots, maximum 30, runway 02, clear flight.
Toyota 1 runway 02, airport channel 123.
Star 103 via traffic short final via Mike 5, line up in wait behind.
Traffic short final via Mike 5, line up and wait behind. Star 103.
Salvador, bom dia, bem-vindo, um bom domingo.
Star 103, wind 340 degrees, 17 knots, runway 02, clear for takeoff.
For takeoff, runway 02, Star 103.
Star 1923, contact ground 11755.
11755, ground, signal.
Continue approach, wind 340 degrees, 15 knots, break.
Runway on.
Portugal 22 Mike, any chance for Mike?
Stand by. Start to Mike India, position on holiday. No 7 whiskey 28, wind 350 degrees, 12 knots, maximum 25 knots, runway 02, clear for takeoff.
2, okay, takeoff right now, 7 with secure.
Mike India, taxi to Mike 5 holding point on short runway 02, number 1 in traffic approaching from west. LM 1579, Tower hello, continue approach runway 02, wind 350 degrees 2 knots, continue. Base 36 keel, wind 350 degrees 2 knots, 1330 and 020 degrees, runway 02, clear climb. Portugal 22, Mike India behind, traffic on short final runway 02 via Mike line up and right behind.
Yeah, traffic short, final 02, clear, line up and wait behind, Portugal 22, Mike India.
Portugal 22, Mike India, wind 330 degrees 17 knots, vertical 300 degrees, back 31 knots, clear for takeoff, traffic 3 miles, move on.
Vai takeoff 02, Portugal 22, Mike India, bom dia, obrigado.
Base 36, keel, right uniform, ground 11, that's 1755. .579 wind 350 degrees, 24 knots, 13320 and 020 degrees, runway 02, cleared land.
Air 2, again, 1579.
Airport 527, Papa Tower low, behind traffic, short final, runway 02 via Mike, line up and right behind.
And traffic on short final via Mike 5, line up and wait for the 02 behind, Portugal 527, Papa, on the end.
Papa, wind 350 degrees 16 knots, altitude 300, 020 degrees, maximum 31 knots, 102 clear for takeoff.
For takeoff, Runway Portugal 52 Tango Papa.
LM 1579, right uniform ground, 11755 today. Portugal 048, desmontar muito bom dia, continue approach runway 02, wind 350 degrees 23 knots, continue.
Portugal 048.
Air 3, Robbie Bravo, wind 360 degrees 22 knots, runway 02, clear to land.
Yes, sir, 02 on Air 3.
Vieron avión guapísimo.
65 Heavy Tower, hello, ready?
We're ready, United 65 Heavy.
United 65 Heavy, Roger, behind traffic, short final runway 02 via Mike, line up and wait behind.
Behind traffic, short final, line up and wait, runway 2, Mike 5, United 65 Heavy.
United 65 Sam, Roger, come up behind traffic.
And up behind the traffic on short final, just want to confirm United 65 Heavy.
Thank you. Approach, wind 360 degrees 2 knots, continue. At 65, wind 350 degrees 14 knots, up to 300, back 31 knots, 102 clear for takeoff, move on.
Alright, runway 02, clear for takeoff, United
Beautiful
65
United
Heavy.
787.
And Air 3, Romeo Bravo, continue via Europe from ground 11755. Portugal 048, wind 350 degrees, 20 knots, minimum 13, maximum 30 knots, runway 02, clear to land.
Clear to land, 02, Portugal 048.
57 November, vamos voltar muito bom dia via November, line up right 02.
Bom dia, via November 2, line up and wait, runway 02, call T57 November.
November, wind 340 degrees, 16 knots, or 300 and 020 degrees, maximum 31 knots, heading 02 clear for takeoff,
Takeoff, runway 02, call 257 November, obrigado, yeah.
Alpine 74X, Foxtrot South, you can see approach heading 02 with 350 degrees, 24 knots, maximum 35. Portugal 048, right 0 from ground, 11 from 755, will be here. Line 150 from Golf, wind 350 degrees, 24 knots, minimum 13, maximum 35 knots, heading 02, clear to land.
Land running 02, Alpine 150 from Golf.
Portugal 048, ground, 11 from 755.
755.
Beeline to Delta Yankee Tower, hello, see approach coming 02, wind 350 degrees, 23 knots, maximum 35, continue. Roger, from tower side, no need to reduce, you can maintain current speed if you wish. Alpine 74X, Foxtrot, wind 350 degrees, 22 knots, minimum 13, maximum 35 knots, runway 02, clear to land.
02, clear to land, Alpine has been forward, Echo point.
Call it from ground 11755, obrigado. American 259 and a heavy tower, hello, heavy.
Probably about 1 minute for American 259.
No problem, continue to Mike 5 on this point.
In Mike 5, American 259.
501 Star, hello, are you ready?
Hey, first 501.
You have clearance to November?
We have tickets for November 2 exam.
And by November, expedite landing at.
By November, expedite landing at 2501.
Line to Delta Yankee, consider this to mid approach, please. We will change Delta Yankee. Edward 501, wind 350 degrees, 14 knots, order 310 and 020 degrees, maximum 24 knots, Canada 02 clear for immediate takeoff traffic already past the marker, bye-bye.
That's what coming via 02, clear for takeoff 2501.
Line 10 for X, Fox right to uniform ground 11.755. FS 41 Golf Whiskey Tower, hello, with the approach Canada 02, wind 350 degrees, 23 knots, minimum 13, maximum 35 knots, continue. Hold short Canada 02.
Charlie 02, American 259.
Line 2 Delta Yankee, wind 350 degrees, 22 knots, minimum 13, maximum 35 knots, runway 02, clear to land. 02, clear to land, line 2 Delta Yankee. American 259, are behind traffic, short span of runway 02 via Mike, line up and right behind.
Number weight behind traffic for runway 02, line up point behind, American 259.
American 259, wind 350 degrees, 19 knots, vertical 210, 020 degrees, Canada 02, clear for takeoff, bye-bye.
Takeoff 02, American 259.
Line 2 Delta Yankee, right uniform, ground 11.755, thank you for the cooperation. France 41 Golf Whiskey, wind 360 degrees, 24 knots, minimum 13, maximum 35, Canada 02, clear to land.
329 02, 41, Golf Whiskey.
In 360 degrees, 25 knots, minimum 13, maximum 35 knots. 1032, Lisbon Tower, behind traffic, short final runway 02, via November, line up right behind.
Traffic 02, line up right behind there. Via November 2, Portugal, 1032.
That's 41 Golf Whiskey, thank you, expedite the support please, thank you. Thanks, 11 Whiskey, Quebec, consider reducing to mid approach speed please.
So almost done here for today.
Oscar 1032, be ready for immediate departure. Oscar 1032, wind 350 degrees, 15 knots, 1330, 020 degrees, runway 02, clear for immediate takeoff. Airfast 41 Golf Whiskey, right 0 from ground, 11755, check. Germany 758 star, hello, continue approach runway 02, wind 350 degrees, 24 knots, continue. Moscow 11 with Quebec, wind 350 degrees, 24 knots, runway 02, left land. Mike Tower, behind traffic, short final runway 02 via Mike line up right behind.
Tower India, Portugal 12 Mike, behind the traffic, landing runway 02 via Mike 5 line up and right runway 02 behind Portugal 12 Mike.
Hello Yanis, good morning. Thanks for joining. How are you doing?
Portugal 12 Lima Mike, wind 350 degrees, 18 knots, 14320, 020 degrees, runway 02 clear for takeoff. Move.
02 clear for takeoff, Portugal 12 Lima Mike, consider.
Yeah, Portugal 11 with 6 back, right 0 from ground, 11755, bom dia. Germany 758, wind 350 degrees, 23 knots, minimum 14, maximum 33 knots, runway 02, close land. Approach runway 02, wind 350 degrees, 21 knots, maximum 33, continue. And the Surge 120, if you wish, you can maintain a high speed approach, no problem. 57 Quebec Alpha Tower, hello. Behind traffic, short final runway 02 via Mike, line up and wait behind.
Behind traffic and short final, line up and wait, runway 02 via Mike 5. Behind, Alpine 57 Quebec Alpha.
So let's call it a day. Very nice live stream. Wow, 4 hours live stream on a beautiful Etihad go around. That was really amazing. So thanks for joining. First of all, thank you for your kind donations, and EasyJet. So thank you so much for your kind donations, really so much appreciated, and members also, thank you for your kind support, monthly support, and moderators, amazing job as always, thank you so much. Have a great day, see you real soon, big hug, and don't forget it, love you all. Muito obrigado, está concluída a live de hoje, espetacular live. Tivemos aqui belo go round do Etihad, vai dar belíssimo vídeo, como é evidente. Quero começar por agradecer a quem deu os donativos, vocês mantêm o canal em funcionamento, como sabem, e os membros que pagam mensalmente também pelo canal, muito obrigado. Muito obrigado aos moderadores que fazem um trabalho incrível no canal, espetacular. Muito obrigado a todos por terem assistido, fiquem todos bem, grande abraço, resto um bom fim de semana, do que falta. Grande abraço e adoro-vos a todos, até à próxima!